did you see my interview with J1? Or J1 as I call him? Just an awesome interview. And if you didn't see that interview, it's on our YouTube channel, Teju Babyface King of Talk on YouTube. Do see that. And many people, varied people have taken different things from that. But in this wisdom roundup, what I want to take are two things that he said in that video. J1 at this time has spent the past 1 year living in the United States of America. This is a guy who is a superstar back home in Nigeria, and he left all of that behind, at least in the last 1 year, to spend all of this time in the United States of America with his family. Family means that much to him. And so there are two things I want to take. First of all, is the fact that he said that he never stops producing. He never stops churning out material. And that even though he knows that not everything he churns out will be a hit, it doesn't matter. That as long as he keeps producing, sooner rather than later, something is gonna hit. Something is gonna be a hit. It's okay for the rest of them to do okay numbers. It's okay for the rest of them to do all right numbers. Not everything has to be a hit. Not every piece of music, not every single has to be a hit. But that as long as he doesn't stop producing, one of them, he's guaranteed sooner rather than later, one of them is always going to be a hit. That right there is understanding the laws of production and the laws of averages. And I say that to you now, that as long as you've identified what you need to keep doing, what you need to do, and no matter how discouraged you are sometimes, no matter how the discouragement sets in because these things are not doing the numbers you want. For example, if you're a creator online, these videos are not doing the views that you want. It doesn't matter. This is not about giving up. No, this is just that as long as you've identified that this is what I need to be doing. As long as you're producing content, just keep on producing content. As long as you're producing content, never mind. Sooner rather than later, or sooner or later, something is going to hit. Another way of putting that is to say be consistent. This is counsel that you've heard time and time again. I'm hardly the first person to tell you be consistent. The only twist that I'm putting is that you need to understand the law of averages in your consistency. Not everything has to be a hit. Only God knows how many views this one is going to get. As long as I keep churning this thing out consistently, there are countless stories like that of people who made it just by being consistent. So that's the first thing he said. He said, I'm going to keep producing, and not everything has to be a hit, but it doesn't matter. I know that sooner or later, sooner rather than later, something is going to be a hit, so it doesn't matter. The second thing that he said that I'm taking away is the fact that, look, I am in the United States right now, but I've not neglected my constituency. My people are in Nigeria, and they are Nigerians all over the world. And because I have the power of tech right now, I've left nothing behind. In fact, what he said was, I'm here, but I'm trending at home. The point that I'm making, and you need to understand this very well, because I'm very much against doing anything to be in the news. I don't think you should be in the news at all costs. In fact, a lot of us will do very well by just keeping quiet for a while. Okay, so this idea of fame and trying to keep fame at any cost is eventually going to be the ruination of many people. So that's not what I'm saying. I'll end with something my father said to me when, just shortly before he died. My father looked at me one day and he said, I wish that you were more proactive. I wish you take better advantage of the opportunities that you and your generation have right now. And then he said in Yoruba, the translation, if I were a younger man, you will see how an African masquerade dances in the market square at noonday. You have so many opportunities that if I were a younger man right now, I will do so much. My masquerade will dance so much that everybody will gather to watch my masquerade. And then he said, by the way, when I say younger, I'm not referring to as young as you are. I don't need to be in my 30s. If I were even 60 right now, or even 65, you will see the wonders that I will do with the opportunities in interconnectivity that your generation has. That's exactly the same thing that I'm saying to you right now. You have all these tools at your disposal. You need to keep on producing, and you need to stay in touch with your constituency. Unless you need to reinvent, of course, and that's another matter for another video. Thank you for watching this one. Bye.